Hello. I want to talk a little bit about my twin and something I said in a YouTube video I made the other day. So I have full certainty that I'm the divine feminine. I know a lot of people say, oh, twins are not in this binary. They transcend the binary of masculine, like divine feminine. But I don't know. I understand that. I understand we all have masculine and feminine. But I feel like I am the feminine. And so I'm the moon, I'm the flower, I'm the feminine twin, and I know that. And there's some things about feminine energy and masculine energy that I've learned through my journey. The first one being, feminine energy is who you are. Masculine energy is what you're doing, or what you're making, or what you're creating. Action-oriented versus existence-oriented. The spirit is always existing. The material things you gain, more masculine things in your life, are things you accumulate from the actions you do. And when it comes to my twin, I met him when I was at rock bottom. One of the many times I've been there, I'm very familiar. I'm very familiar. And he was also at rock bottom. And it was maybe 9 months after one of the darkest periods of my life, with a lot of wanting to end my life. And very briefly after, I met him. And he was at like a rock bottom for himself too. And because I'm the feminine and he's the masculine, he sees the world more through the lens of the physical. I see it more through the lens of the spiritual and the energetic. Because of that, when we were both at rock bottom, he was so judgmental of himself because of his physical environment and how worthless it was. And likewise, he judged me because of the same thing. He was judgmental of wrinkles on his face. He was judgmental of a receding hairline. He was judgmental of fat on his belly. He was judgmental of his circumstances, his situation. He felt like a nobody, like he had nothing. He was a loser, etc. I also had all of those things at the same time, but I see the lens through the lens of the spiritual and the energetic. So I fell so in love with him because I saw the person he was, not what he had, not the materialistic, but who he was underneath. And as that started to get uncovered more and more, I got more magnetized to him. So at rock bottom, of course, I would love him unconditionally. And of course, he would have judgment because of the lens with which we see the world, because I'm the yin and he's the yang. And unfortunately, I ended up, and this is a problem, I think, with LGBT people that are twin flames, is it's so messy. I'm a man. I've been taught all my life that when I'm attracted to someone, I need to chase them, I need to pursue them, I need to go after them. And that is the opposite of what you should do when you're feminine energetically. And so I spent so much energy and time chasing, and it pushes him further and further away, when really as the feminine I need to be attracting by becoming. And it took me a long time to realize that the parts of him that I was obsessed with were the parts of myself that I'm now obsessed with within myself. And he actually can't ever become the person that makes me feel secure in that. It's me. It's me. And when I get I don't know exactly. That's the main thing I wanted to tell you. But basically, when I get to a place where the material starts to reflect all of the inner energetic work that I've done, he's going to start seeing my value. And I frankly, like, because of the way, the lens I see the world, I've always known my value. And that, like, pisses me off to no end, that my value is worthless to him unless I have things, unless I look good, unless I have materialistic success. And I'm like, how fucking fake. But that's just how the masculine operates. And that's why the masculines need to be serving at your feet if you're a feminine, because they do not have access to the same thing you have, which is unconditional love, which is loving people not for what they look like, but for who they are. Not for what they have, but who they are. And you understand every human being is worthy. Men, oftentimes, and masculines do not possess that. Maybe it's a small little, minuscule little piece of them that's pathetic, that is there maybe, okay? But the vast majority, their value that they deem other people with is based on materialistic fake things. And I've seen that proven with my twin. And so when the time comes where he's attracted to me, as the problem is now there's like already tons of suitors who come up to me all the time, he will have to not only outcompete all the other men in my life, and if he doesn't outcompete them, he doesn't get me. I don't give a crap. I don't give a shit if you're my twin flame. I don't care. If you can't step up and outdo all the other men, you don't deserve a spot by my side, baby. I'll take a soulmate because he's showing up correctly. He's showing up properly. He's putting in more work than you. Okay? And I'm going to judge you by the same standards that I have been judged by you this whole time. You know, because when I first met him, I was so deeply in love with him because of the person he was. And I realized that love isn't for him, it's for me. To love myself for the person that I am, for the kindness, for the love, for the cringiness, for the awkwardness. And the reason he literally blocked me and removed me from his life is because I was worthless to him. Because I didn't have anything. And that was the most painful thing to realize, is how fake that lens is. But it is what it is. And so now, as I know it will happen, however the universe decides to put him back in my life, when he's obsessed with me, as he will be, of course, why wouldn't you be obsessed? God. But when he's obsessed with me, it's going to be like, I'm not in love with you anymore for who you are as a person. Yes, I do like that about you, but because of the damage you've caused by following this path where you didn't take it when it was in the palm of your hand, and you wanted to make it difficult, you wanted to make it about materialistic things, you wanted to make it about fake shit, now you need to come forward with the fake shit. You need to come forward with success. You need to come forward with attractive looks. You need to come forward with money, with materialistic things. Those aren't my most top priorities in myself that I value in humans, but because of the game you've set up, you have to come into my life with those things materialistically and outperform every other man that's also trying to get me. So, that's the twin flame update. I frankly don't think I'll even see him before I leave the city I'm in. He is in the city I'm in right now, but has like ignored me for years. He's just pathetic. He's pathetic and weak. He doesn't even have the spine or the courage to expend 2 sentences of oxygen to talk to me. And that's not what I'm worth. So, and I don't know, the twin flame path is just so shitty. It's so shitty and it's so hard most of the time. And I know it gets maybe better, but I really don't like it. So.